she would make me sit down, but on the way down, she would say, sit, Ubu, sit. And then she said, bark. And I had to bark. And then she pointed at Jason, and Jason would say, good dog. And that's his name. And then she would ask me to read out loud. And anytime I didn't know how to say a word or sound it out, everybody would laugh at me, and she wouldn't stop them. So still to this day, I get nervous reading out loud because I'm petrified somebody's going to laugh at me because I don't know how to say a certain word. I had problems with reading. So it's all coming to surface that my mom tells me that they thought that I had like a learning disability, and my mom tried 2 different things for me, like one reading program and then another one where they bought this piece of equipment. My father didn't want to do it because he didn't want to spend the extra money. And my mom knew that I had confidence issues, and it was all because I was getting bullied, but she didn't know all this stuff. Sister in need would come over to my desk, and then if I wasn't far along in the test, she would point at my piece of paper and she'd be like, why are you still on this answer? And then she would answer this question, and then she would slam a pen into my head and then slap me with a ruler, like the old school things. She did that a lot to me. And that is the reason why there are so many things that still to this day come up. I get so afraid of reading out loud or sounding like I don't know what I'm talking about, or maybe somebody asks me a question about, which I'm terrible at, geography and history and even vocabulary. So like, this is where it all comes from. So I'm sitting there and I'm learning, and I'll give you an example, and I can't believe I'm in the middle of this to you, but I'm sitting in jiu-jitsu, and maybe today is the day where my coach is teaching a move of the day and he doesn't ask any questions. I'll absorb the information that day. Maybe one day he says, okay guys, so this is the move of the day. And then he says, okay, so what would you do in this situation? I get petrified that he's going to call on me. And immediately all I'm thinking about is, I hope he doesn't call on me. I hope he doesn't call on me. And the whole rest of the time that we're learning the move of the day, I'm like in my own head being afraid he's going to call on me. And what if I don't? What if I freeze? What if he thinks I'm stupid? It's even more pressure now that I'm a blue belt, because I'm thinking I'm supposed to know certain fundamentals about being a blue belt. I'm not a white belt anymore. I could blame it on not knowing something if I'm a white belt. That's where my insecurities come when it comes to like high school and elementary school. There are certain foundation things that I don't know because, and this is super secrets, I can't believe I'm telling you guys, certain foundations that I don't know, that I get so petrified that somebody's gonna think that I'm stupid and that I'm going to, and I know this is all crazy and I'm so hard on myself, and it's okay. And even if I did know what it meant, but I froze at the moment. Everybody's human. I was talking to the coach that teaches over at my studio, and he's also my teammate. And he's like, I'm a brown belt, and I might freeze for a second and forget a move, or my coach might be coaching me and he's telling me to do something, and all of a sudden I freeze. I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? Meanwhile, I should know this. It's human. But I do so many things of like, but my memory's bad. I have ADD. I have a learning disability. I have this. I have PTSD. And might be a human nature, but I'm linking it so much to these things. That's why I try to say that I'm coping with these things instead of struggling with, dealing, suffer from, all those things. This was a big epiphany for me. Huge. So now it really all boils down to teaching me how to deal with my anxiety. I'm dealing with it by learning about it. I'm dealing with it by doing, every night before I go to bed, I have to do a body scan, and it's almost like I'm just becoming connected with my body. And this is something that I do with my trauma therapist. Anytime I'm in physical pain, which has been linked to PTSD, which I have a lot of chronic pain. I do have some popped ribs and all that other stuff, and problems with my neck and all that stuff. But I can't lay on my back for more than 5 minutes without getting shooting pain, which is why I don't relax. I've said that before in 1,000 videos. So I have to learn how to love myself, I guess. And whenever I feel this pain, I have to say, it's okay. You're human, Jen. Like, try to talk myself out of it. A new thing that I did, which I talk about affirmations all the time, but this so beyond helped. I have this right here. This is my iPod, and my headphones are connected to it. Even though I have a radio in the car, I have like songs on here that I love. I still love that song by Macklemore. And literally, I have to, and what I did this week, and mainly last Wednesday, which was the day before I had that really bad emotional breakdown in trauma therapy, I put Macklemore on here on repeat. I was driving to jiu-jitsu. I had the headphones in my ear so I couldn't hear my own voice. And I did a lot of motivational speaking. What Muhammad Ali says, even if you're not a champion, you have to believe you are. You have to say you're a champion, and then you'll start to portray being a champion. You'll start to act as a champion. So I believe that that's been helping me. Anxiety is okay, but we have to learn about, I believe, and this is what I'm trying, breathing exercises. I have breathing exercises that my functional medicine doctor gives me that I have to do 3 times a day, and they take 2 minutes for me to do. I have to do self-love every time I'm thinking something negative, and it's hard to do when you're in the moment. Like when I start having those negative thoughts, I have to quiet them. And then after the moment's over and I'm not around somebody, that's when I have to do it on my own. So I know this was like a super long video, more about like my life, you guys getting to know a little bit more about me. But, you know, it just goes to show you that I'm human. And if I can make it, you can make it. And we all suffer from things. You know, I have little mini anxiety attacks sometimes. Sometimes I'm on my treadmill and I'm running and I have visions of like somebody coming into my house, like home invasion. And I immediately like get like a stomach ache, and then I have to like think of something else. You know, I have lots of anxiety with everything that I'm going through. But it's really all about trying to learn how to talk to yourself better than, and I mean, I've been talking about it in my videos for I don't even know how long. And sometimes we're like, I'm sitting here telling you guys what to do and I know it works, and I hadn't been doing it for a while. So I hope this video helps somebody. It's about that time where I got to start driving. I just share this with you guys so that, you know, maybe it's something that, you're like, oh my God, I totally do that. And all right, I'm going to totally start that. So I hope this video helped. Thank you for watching. I know it was long. And I don't believe in good luck, so don't say good luck. Because I don't believe in that. I will just continue to do positive things for me because I deserve it. And I will constantly tell myself that I am a survivor and I am truly grateful for everything that I have. I do believe in a higher power, and I definitely believe somebody is watching over me. Definitely huge. There is a reason why I can't dwell on the fact that I don't have a memory, because there's a reason. That's my protector. My wedding, it was supposed to rain on my wedding, and the sun came out literally right before I was about to walk down the aisle because I got married on a beach in Monterey. There's a reason for that, and I think because somebody was watching over me. Someone, something, whatever. But just have faith, because that is the biggest thing that we all have to do. We have to have faith that everything and anything can get better no matter what life threw at us. And that is just the tip. I just told you a little piece of some of the other stories my mom told me yesterday. And I'm still getting to know me. So we're going to do this together. I'll constantly make videos. So go love yourself. I'm going to go love myself, and then give somebody else a BJJ hug, which is a jiu-jitsu hug. That's what they say. I'm not going to choke them out. I'm just going to give them a BJJ hug. But I'm going to try. I always say I'm very humble. I never like talk smack like I'm going to go whoop anybody's butt. I'm going to go do my best today. That's it. Okay. Love you.